Then the crew came and they did have the riot gear on, but what they did, man, they marched in and they marched around the catwalk. All you see them, they marched around the entire catwalk. Boom. And we just inside waiting, you know. When they marched around that catwalk, it was like, man, it's on. And what they did was they pointed like these were tear gas guns. They pointed them into the gate because all it was is gates. There was no wall or anything. The wall was on the other side of the catwalk where the officers walk in between. But where we was at was like the gates, just bars. It's like we was in like a cage. So as I said, they came around the catwalk. And once they all was in formation, they pointed in their tear gas guns. You can see, you know, point them in. And it seems like, and maybe it may have been more, but it seemed like it was one shot first. And when it went down and hit the ground, what I remember seeing is tear gas came out like two ways out of the one can. Let me tell you something. That one can, it seemed like that one can filled up the dorm by itself. That one tear gas can filled up the dorm all by itself. But guess what? That was just the beginning. Because right after that, they shot more. And it was so crazy because we didn't have nowhere to hide. And all I was thinking, man, I don't want to get shot with no tear gas, you know. I don't know if it's gonna burn off. I don't know what it's gonna do. I don't want to get shot. So we trying to, you know, maneuver here. It was a guy that I met up there, you know, for the little 2 weeks that I was there, and me and him might kick it every day or whatever. Me and him was on a run together. We tried to duck the gas. We couldn't really see. Boom. And like I said, when that first can hit and it came out of two ways, when I tell you, man, that tear gas will burn your behind up. My hands was burning. My eyes was burning. And then they kept shooting. There was no relief. But I remember me and a guy ran to like one of them beds and was like trying to put her head where he had the mask on. Man, that wet towel wasn't enough for that tear gas. This wasn't no mace. This was, to me, it seemed like the real tear gas. And it was just burning and burning. And there was no way to get out because they already made the announcement, don't try to get out. So, man, they just shot and shot, had the whole dorm like, you know, smoked out with tear gas. Had the whole dorm smoked out with tear gas. And I'm trying to put my I got a towel on, but it's so much going and you can feel it burning, like it's burning your skin. We tried to put her bed. We ended up made our way to one of them areas. It was a bunk and, you know, with nothing on it, no sheets or anything. So we tried to cover ourselves up. I think I was on one and he was on another. And all we can do is hear stuff. You can't see anything at this time. It's just completely smoked out. And they just kept shooting. And it seemed like with the shots, it was fire. It was like a form of fire too that come out. Poof. So I didn't want to get shot with them. I don't know what's going to happen. But I hear one of their crew members, one of their younger fellas that hang with the crew, you can hear him yell out, "Hey y'all, I can't take it, man. I can't take it. I gotta come out. I gotta come out." At that time, I was so thankful that somebody said something like that, because I don't know if we was going to die from the tear gas. I don't know what was going to happen. And then from the front of the gate, man, they start, you know, letting people out. And I remember as they was taking us out, so many at a time, they was putting on these plastic like handcuffs So, and they cut, I know they cut mine. They were so tight, like they was not nice with it. They was putting on these plastic handcuffs on us so tight that it cut our skin. All of our skins was cut. I know mine was. And when I went, and let me remind you, or let me tell you that uh, this was a 13 floor county jail. We was on the second floor, and we traveled by elevator. So I remember the group that I got on, between 5 and 10, or so many people. They put us on the elevator. All of our faces was, against the walls of the elevator, and took us down somewhere to one of them cells. We called it bullpen. Took us down to one of the bullpens, and that's until they cleared out the whole dormitory. So while we was down there, we waking me like, man, I don't know what's going on, because I know they don't know who's who. They're going to try to charge everybody. I don't know what was what, man. So long story short, man, after we went through all that, we finally went back up. It was probably about 3:30, something like that, by the time we made it back up. But when I tell you, it was a mess, man. People personal stuff was messed up. The mattresses, all the water was poured out. So mattresses was wet, and that's what we had to sleep on, or don't sleep on it. But it was a mess when we went back. So everybody was trying to clean up as best they could, man, because they kind of had a mess. It was a blessing for it to be over. Nobody got hurt. Like it could have really went another way, because them people was not going to give up. And come to find out, even though the people had like the scarves and stuff on them, they identified. I guess they identified because them particular people never came back. It was like 5 or 6 people that didn't come back, and I think they said they had got shipped off somewhere, uh, to probably to where they was going, or just somewhere temporarily to get them out of the county jail. But man, that was an experience. And the thing about it was, like the next day or maybe the day after that, my bail came through and I was able to get out. Um, at that facility during that time, they don't release you until at night. So even if you make bail early, they I think they would let us out by 11:30, 12 o'clock. Go down to the train station, because I already had a ticket booked at the train station, so I can catch it home instead of trying to have somebody come get me. So, but there you have it, man. That was the uprising in Newark, New Jersey, in the year of 1991, man. If you was there, if you know about it, share in the comments section, man. Let me know. Um, but Essex County, I got several Essex County stories, but that was one of the ones that was an uprising. And I got much respect for the brothers, because they stood up for that other brother. And they was like, nah, we standing on business. Y'all not taking him. We'll figure it out tomorrow. But the officers wasn't going for that. And shout out to them brothers, man. I don't know where y'all at now. Even, or who's alive, who not alive, who in jail, who not in jail. But that's my story of the uprising in Essex County Jail in Newark, New Jersey. Yes, this story, along with many others, can be found in my book, 100 Years, A Journey to End a Vicious Cycle. The book is, and the link to the book is in the description. Man, if you like this story, you enjoyed this story, if you found value in this story, in addition to liking, sharing, and subscribing, go ahead and purchase the book, man. Purchase the book, 100 Years, A Journey to End a Vicious Cycle, in the descriptions. Thanks. Listen, man, like and share the video. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Comment, share your thoughts in the comment section. What have you done? What would you have done if you was there? How would you have handled it? Um, Subscribe to the channel, man. Hit the notification bell so you can be notified anytime I make a video. But I want to thank y'all, man, for watching, man. I appreciate that. Until next time, y'all be safe. Don't put yourselves in bad situations like I used to do. But until next time, man. Peace.